Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. So it is that time of year where things are winding down, and then a lot of publications are doing their breakdowns of the year, like movies of the year or music albums of the year, that kind of thing. So I thought I would do monsters of the year, and these will be the quote-unquote best monsters to be released in 2016. So let's go ahead with that. And again, these are all just my opinions. If you have your own pick, feel free to leave them in the comments. Alrighty, so number 10, we'll count down to 1. Number 10 is PCG3 Ascension. You might have seen this one coming. I love this guy. And then, I look back at all of the extreme drop monsters from the past year, and none of them really stood out to me. And I didn't really make a lot of max lux of extreme drop monsters this year. But this guy, who came out, maybe he was in the first series of the year, this guy is going to have a super long longevity, just because of his strike shot, the 8-turn null everything strike shot. And with that strike shot, and then a little bit of kind of ingenuity, you'll be able to take him to any quest that isn't red, pretty much. So yeah, just his versatility, that's going to be the reason why he'll have so much staying power, and that's why he was one of my top choices for the year 2016. Alright, number 10, PCG3 Ascension. Number 9 is Satellite Evolution. And the reason I chose her is because if there's one thing about extreme drop monsters that is that's kind of lacking, it is damage. But Satellite is the only one kind of with a bump combo strong enough to use explicitly for a bump combo. And yeah, it's good enough that you would want to bring her to quests with gimmicks other than mines, which she handles with flight. So yeah, she's going to be good for a real long time. And then using her now is going to be important so that we can get practice for when Loki's Transcension comes out. And yeah, and funnily enough, she was in the same series as PCG3 Ascension, so that was a pretty good series. Alright, number 9, Satellite Evolution. Okay, number 8 is Lucifer Ascension, and it is a bit low on this list, but I feel that her time has kind of passed. And then I really only use her these days for Hakua hunting. But yeah, but still super strong. She's got barrier, only character with barrier still at this point. She's got the best strike shot in the game, the Grand Command strike shot, and then the very strong bump combo. The thing about the bump combo though is that the way that the missions have been set up lately is that there's much more enemies, and then the enemies are closer together. And then Lucifer's kind of hit area with her energy circle is so large that it's impossible, one, to hit guys next to her, and then it's difficult to do damage to many enemies at once. So that's why she's a little bit lower, but still very, very strong. So that's number 8, Lucifer Ascension. Okay, number 7 is Arthur Ascension. And yeah, she came out, I think it was August this year. But her too, her era has kind of passed a little bit. The null gravity barrier, null damage wall used to be the best double null gimmick, because that's what the quests are focused on. But these days, not as much, but still very, very strong, very easy to use. And yeah, no gauge, which I love. So yeah, number 7, Arthur Ascension. Okay, number 6 is Marishten. And yeah, well, I have a personal love for this guy. But he has kind of the more current double null gimmick, which is Minesweeper and Null Warp. And then he also has the strike shot that can do the ultimate damage, which is the hit stop. So that's why this guy's on this list. And he's also pretty great because he's a drop monster. So anyone, if they work hard enough, can get this guy. So number 6, Marishten. Okay, number 5 is Hakua here. Yeah, very, very strong, high stats, Double null ability, again, no gauge, which is great. Fairly strong strike shot, where she becomes 4. Although you can't really count on the images to do a lot of damage, so it's probably best to use this as a speed and power up for the main ball, and then just get a little bit extra out of the other guys. And then the rebound laser, that can do good damage if it's concentrated. And again, she's a drop monster. She takes a lot more work than most other drop monsters, but in theory, anyone can get her, and then yeah, she'll be very, very strong for them. Alright, number 5, Hakua. Okay, number 4 is Tempest, not this one though. This one here, Tempest Ascension. And yeah, she's got the double null ability, flight null gravity barrier, and then she's got that great bump combo combination, the speed up and blast bump, which is the same as Son Goku, and that makes him great for Hakua, so that makes Tempest great for Hakua as well. And yeah, it's really cool because they don't really overlap too much. They have different null abilities, and so yeah, if you get Tempest and you have Son Goku, then that raises, or that broadens the number of missions that you can do to go after Hakua. Strike Shot is not super powerful in that mission, but she's worth using for the double bump. But yeah, she's good for all kinds of missions. Tsukuyomi, Akala, maybe some of the later Zero missions that focus on mines. She should be good there too. So yeah, that's number 4, Tempest Ascension. Alrighty, and then number 3 I do not have, unfortunately. And yeah, it is pretty early. It's still pretty early, but I can say that D'Artagnan Ascension is going to be one of the strongest characters moving forward. And that is for no other reason than her bump combo, the follow-up piercer. And yeah, it takes a little bit of thought to use. It's not a homing, it's not a lock-on, but if you can get it right, it can do, you know, strike shot level damage on a normal turn using a bump combo. And then she's also got the double null that covers the damaging gimmicks, and so it's easy to take her to gravity barrier or warp quests because her bump combo is so strong. So that's number 3, D'Artagnan Ascension. And then number 2, unfortunately, I also do not have. Right, this is Alice Ascension, and yeah, she is a pierce null damage wall, which is a very, it's actually a very versatile combination. You can kind of weave between mines and warps, and then you can go through damage walls. You'll be slowed down, but you can still go through. And then yeah, the double recovery, that's pretty crazy. But then it's her her bump combo, the maybe the strongest homing bump combo in the game, which keeps her very strong and very relevant for a long time in the game. So that's number 2, Alice Ascension. And then number 1 is all of the Transcendent Forms. That might sound like a cheat, but yeah, you could go with almost any of them, especially the ones with the double null abilities. So like Royce here, or Striker, or Agnamut X, or Mundus here. You could pick any of these 4 guys and then put them in the top slot, and I think you would be just fine. But yeah, the Transcendent Forms, they are amazing. You know, they're all top class. And then the ones that we get from now, they're going to be just as amazing and just as top class. So number 1 is are the Transcendent Forms together as a group. And yeah, those are my picks for the top monsters of 2016. And they will, most of them, remain very relevant in 2017 as well. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that kind of that look back, that summary at 2016. And then I'll do another video about kind of the top like happenings or events of 2016. So I'll look forward to that. All right, thanks for watching. Take care.